Oh hey, what's poppin' guys? My name is John Barker. As you can see, we're in the Skull and Mortar kitchen, which really is my garage, and we have the top off of our table today because this is the workbench that my grandpa built, and I'm fortunate enough that my grandma gave it to me when he passed, and I get to throw a top on here and pretend like it's a kitchen counter. But we got it off today because thanks to Char-Griller, we're one of the first to get our hands on the 36-inch premium flat iron. We're gonna unbox it, we're gonna put it together, and we're gonna put it to use. I'm gonna give you an honest review right here at Skull and Mortar. Oh my God, this thing is so heavy. I gotta figure out how to get this friggin' thing up here. Look at this thing, man, it's a monster. Hey, by the way, guys, this is very heavy. Don't try to lift this up by yourself. Get some help and pick this bad boy up. Pretty much blew out my entire rectum picking this thing up. Oh, look at this guy. Wow, the cooktop on this thing is huge. Got some instructions here. We may or may not read these. You know what I mean? We probably should read them. I'm probably gonna read them. Alright guys, first cook, we're going to start off with something basic. We're going to do these mushrooms and these onions with a little bit of water to get them steaming for a second. And this thing is rip-roaring hot. Now that our water's steamed off, we're going to go ahead and hit this with some oil because we kind of want these to fry, right? And then we are going to break out our rub. I like to use Skull and Mortar, or I like to use the Char-Griller steak for this. So we're going to go ahead and hit that heavy. Kind of get some of those flavors infused on there. Guys, these mushrooms and onions are looking phenomenal. I think they are about done. One thing I'm noticing here is that this thing has a really even heat distribution. It's probably because this cooktop looks very high quality. It's thick, it's nice metal, it's not some junk flimsy metal. I mean, my initial impression is that I'm very impressed. But as you know, mushrooms and onions are not going to cut it. We got to put some meat on this thing and see what happens. Before we do that though, let's just talk about some of the features of this guy. First off, we got this magnetic holder on the side where you can stick all your tools to it. It's extremely strong. Then you got this lid to your cooktop. It covers 775 square inches of cooking space. It's great for keeping it clean. It's also great for helping you steam things. And I love this metal top. It's very high quality and it seems to really distribute the heat evenly. I feel like the quality of this flat top beats out my professional one that we used in the restaurant. This thing feels like a premium product. Next, we got the windshield. This keeps the wind from blowing across your fire. This is actually a really cool innovation, and I think that it really helps keep things even. Also, I really like this paper towel rack. I'm using it just in my shop in general. Now, because we're extra AF here and we got all these brisket trimmings, we're gonna go ahead and grind these into hamburger. So we're gonna make some brisket burgers. Now we're going to keep with our Char-Griller theme today, and first off we're going to hit these with some steak rub. This steak rub is really good. It's going to be great with this beef, so we're going to go ahead and put a copious amount. I also want to get a little spiciness in there and some of those deep flavors in there, so I'm going to throw in some of this Creole seasoning. It's great for shrimp, but it's also good on beef. Now we're going to mix this in by hand, really kind of work it in throughout, and we're going to add more as needed. Now we're just going to make basic smash burgers here, so get the burgers to the size you want them. We're going to hit them with a little barbecue rub on top of that because we're just going to layer those flavors and we want a good crust. Now there is a lot of fat in this, so if you do yours like this, you need to be careful when you're flipping it. Obviously brisket has that fat. So guys, this is going to be my new primary flat iron cooktop. I love this thing, man. It is absolutely fantastic. It's evenly heated, it's high quality, and around $400, it really can't be beat for the price either. Honestly, this thing is just as good a quality as my commercial cooktop, which was what, $1,300. So I think I've said all I can say. I'm gonna go ahead and finish these burgers, and I'm gonna enjoy those.